Hi friends, Dr. Netta here, and I'm here to talk to you guys about a freaking question that I've been asked over the course of the last couple weeks, which I love. It's basically, my hands are so dry and cracked because of all this freaking hand washing because of COVID, what do I do? So the first thing to note is, why does our skin get dry? The function of the skin is twofold. It keeps water in and it keeps germs and allergens out. And so the skin has a protective layer called the lipid layer or the fatty layer. And what that fatty layer does is it's almost like the glue that holds the skin cells together. And when we wash our hands, the soap is made up of what we call surfactants, or things that basically strip the skin of its oil. And so when we're washing our hands constantly, our skin is stripped of the oil or the glue that holds the skin cells together. Well, then the skin cells become cracked and dry, and the function of the skin, which we said was twofold, keeping water in, well, the water evaporates, and number two, keeping allergens and germs out. Well, hopefully we're keeping the germs out with frequent hand washing, but even water or soap can come in and irritate the skin and almost act like an allergen. So what do? We say within 3 minutes of washing your hands, when it's still a little bit moist, put on a really good moisturizer. What that does is it really seals in and acts like the second skin. What are my favorite moisturizers? Well, there's 3 main kinds of moisturizers. There's lotions, there's creams, and there's ointments. The best kind of moisturizer is an ointment because it has a much higher lipid content, which is exactly what it's replacing in the skin. But they can be a little greasy, and so we typically recommend, if you can tolerate an ointment, like a Vanaply ointment or an Aquaphor ointment, use that. And if it's too greasy for you and you feel like you're sticky, then throughout the day use a cream. Creams, the difference between a cream and a lotion is a cream has a higher oil content than a lotion. Lotions are super light and they have a high water content, but what that means is they don't last as long because they're not replacing what was lost. They're not replacing the oils that were lost. So what kind of creams do I like? I really love Aveeno's Eczema Therapy Cream. It works really nicely. I use it for myself and my boys. Now, all that being said, when is it time to see a dermatologist? When you've used these over-the-counter creams and lotions for past a couple of days, like 2 to 3 days, and you still are noticing you're itchy, you're dry, you're oozing, you're red, at that point, please reach out to your dermatologist and seek help. You may need antibiotics. Most commonly, you may need just an anti-inflammatory. What is that? It's actually like a steroid solution. We put this on, this is my favorite one, it's called clobetasol, and you put it onto your skin, it's prescription strength, so reach out to us, we do virtual appointments, DM us, we can get you on board for that, and as long as you're in California, we can write you for the medications that you'll need. Put on the clobetasol solution, and then afterwards, seal it in with a really nice ointment. Super greasy, nice, good second skin barrier. You put that on, and voila, you do that twice a day, and within just a few days, your skin is nice and healed, it's back to normal. So hopefully that was helpful to you. If you guys have any further questions, feel free to DM me.